everyone, I'm Kiara.
And I'm Karina.
Happy Halloween, guys!
Happy Halloween.
Oh my gosh, it's finally Halloween, and you know what comes after? Christmas! Thanksgiving? I don't know what that is. Well, anyways, guys, today is the day we are going to be making Halloween-themed OCs. I'm really excited about this because I've always wanted to have Halloween OCs, so that's pretty much it. So let's jump right into it, shall we?
Yes.
Alright, so I will be starting us off. So I was debating with Kiara about what characters I should really make. So I had the idea to basically repurpose a very old Halloween OC that I tried to make a long time ago. I'm gonna be honest. This guy, I think his name was Jack, if I'm remembering correctly. He doesn't really look Halloween-y. You know, I'll show a picture so you can see. So I'm repurposing him as this pumpkin guy. And, honestly, I don't know if he's knockoff Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King himself. But, you know what? Maybe this is just an act of love for the amazing, handsome, wonderful Pumpkin King.
Whoa.
So, yeah. And then the next character that I thought of was a witch. At first, I was going to make her a vampire witch, but I thought that was a little bit maybe too unoriginal. Not that I care about that, but like, you know, I was like, that seems a little, and vampire witch, I don't know. That kind of feels like it's been done before. I personally haven't seen it, but in my mind, I'm like, it's been done. Do something else. So I thought of an orc instead of a vampire, or just whatever other species a witch is. So yeah, this is a pumpkin guy and an orc witch. And of course, there's a little bit of lore. So let's get started. Let me explain. So, pumpkin guy used to be a human who belonged to a very rich family, and their family was like, you know, the richest family around the town. They expanded their like mining business into the mountains, but the people of the town warned them about moving in and building a big manor there. But did the father of the house listen? No, he did not. So basically, one day as the pumpkin guy and his mother were going out to see some family, the mountains in which the mines are in started to crumble and destroyed everything, the house. And unfortunately, they were caught up in the rubble. And R.I.P. Mommy. R.I.P. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, he stayed alive. This is so sad. He stayed. He was still alive, but, you know, very injured. He could not move. But then someone came by and witnessed all of this happening. And she came up to him and offered him new life in exchange for him looking after her future child, because she's pregnant. So basically, this was a witch, an orc witch. She is the mother of the orc witch girly. And the pumpkin guy and the orc witch girly have been friends ever since. And unfortunately, for the orc witch girly, she does not know her mom. Her mom up and left. So, yeah. That's a pretty sad backstory for the pumpkin guy. I'm sorry, but that's what came up in my head, and I was like, okay, that's interesting, so it stuck. Sorry, pumpkin guy. Now for the orc girly, she is very passionate about magic and wants to study at the most prestigious magic school. But she's poor, she can't go, and most of her peers look down upon her. They don't believe that she can do it. So currently, she is making enough money by doing food delivery. And you know, as I was telling these two characters' lore to Kiara, I found it really funny that one of them has a very, very, very tragic story, and the other one is like kind of a goofy one. I mean, it's kind of sad. The Orc Girlie's like story is a little bit sad in the sense that her mom left her, you know, and that can leave someone with some emotional damage, okay? And you know, all that stuff where people make fun of her, they don't believe in her. And she wants to go to school, but she can't. And she's stuck, struggling. She's living, she's living that struggle life. But not as bad as Pumpkin Guy. So that is basically the lore. What do we think? Yeah. Let's talk about the art, okay? I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I procrastinated a bit with the art for this video. I'm sorry, but you know, things happen. I'm sure some of you are also procrastinators as well, so maybe you get it. You understand where I'm coming from. So I would have done a much more dynamic, like, illustration. I wanted to go all out because I always wanted to do a Halloween illustration, but that just didn't happen. So like, I just opted out for, you know, basic character standing there and posing like, ugh. So yeah, I mean, the part of it too that's so, like, that's such a shame is that, like, I designed a full character, maybe not like 100% detailed, but I designed the full thing. And it's like, I keep making the mistake of choosing a composition or just drawing them half body. So you don't even get to see the glory of the character. But, you know, such is life, I guess. I just gotta learn to not do that. So I looked at some, you know, Halloween illustrations for some inspiration, and I just got to work really. I really like how the Orc Girlie, like, turned out. I think she's super cute. I really love both of their designs. But the Orc Girlie more because I feel like she's a bit more original. Like, a Pumpkin Guy looks too much like the Pumpkin King. I can't stop thinking about the Pumpkin King. To be fair, I also recently watched A Nightmare Before Christmas video. So that might be the reason. I really want to watch that movie now. Who's your favorite character in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Comment down below. Totally not engagement bait. So anyways, these characters don't have names. Notice how I've been calling them Pumpkin Guy and the Orc Girlie or the Orc Witch. So I am going to propose a little challenge. You guys should leave names in the comments. Yeah, please comment what you would like their names to be. I would also like these characters to be reoccurring, like maybe every Halloween I could make a cute little illustration of them for Halloween. I hope that these characters stick around because I've always wanted to have Halloween OCs, like I said before. And I feel like this is a more successful attempt, more successful than the last attempt with the old Jack character. So yeah, this is the art. I hope you like it. I really hope you like it. I hope it still has some interest in it, you know. I wanted to go all out, but I couldn't. But that's okay. I think it turned out pretty good still. But yeah, let's see what Kiara does. Alright, so for my Halloween drawing, I also have two characters. So I'm just gonna jump right in and talk about them. Well, actually, first, I just want to say happy Halloween, everybody. Please be safe, guys. If you're going out during Halloween, we're not going out for Halloween, which you didn't need to know that. But just be safe, guys, okay? I want you guys to be safe, okay? Anyway, so my two characters that I made for this video, this Halloween-themed video, Halloween-themed characters, is a butler guy who's like a zombie guy and a little girl who is a ghost that the butler guy looks after. So their lore is kind of sad. It's not as extensive as Karina's character's lore, but there's still lore for my characters, and it's still a little sad. So let's jump right into the lore. So basically, this little ghost girl belongs to a rich family. I don't know what time period they're from, but I'm just gonna generalize here and say that she's like, you know, she's from a rich family, so they're kind of like pompous, teetering on the scale of royalty. Like, they're kind of royalty, I don't know, she's kind of a princess, kind of not. So yeah, there's this little girl and her butler, which, if you know anything about, like, I don't know, just the cliche rich family trope, it's that the maids and or the butlers are usually actually the parents of the children of the family, because the parents don't do crap. Ooh, yeah. So, yeah, and they have a dog. Because, of course, they have a dog. Basically, the reason why the girl is a ghost is that she died. Okay, so basically, like, I just imagine that something happened in the mansion, maybe like a fire happened in the middle of the night or something, and like the father and the mother of the household like just ran off to fend for themselves and left their little girl and butler and dog to die. Well, the dog didn't die. The dog ran away and came back for the little girl and the butler, who are now dead. Oh no! The butler is like a zombie guy though, because don't think about it too much, but he's not like a ghost like the little girl. The little girl is like gone, and the butler, he still has his body, but he's like a zombie. He's a zombie now. So that probably means that he got engulfed in the flames and died. Oh my god. Just never mind. I'm not gonna talk about this anymore. Just, that's sad. Yeah. But anyways, so like they still stick around in their little mansion. It's just, you know, the three of them, the little girl, the butler, and the dog. And yeah, they just do stuff. Just normal undead people stuff. But I really like these characters because I think they're really cute. I like to think that the little girl and the butler's relationship is like found family type thing, you know, like the butler was kind of always like a father to the little girl. And I don't know, maybe the butler used to have a daughter, and, you know, him having to take care of this little girl, you know, reminds him of that time. So yeah, this is sad, but also really sweet and wholesome, I hope. So, anyways, onto the art. It's very simple, but I just kind of wanted to do a sort of family portrait thing. So yeah, just like the little girl like floating over the shoulder of the butler. And he's kind of annoyed because a thing about this little girl is that she's very energetic, very sassy too. Like, you know, she's kind of a know-it-all type character, and the butler is kind of just, he's a little snooty, but you know, I promise you he does actually care about the little girl. It's just that sometimes she can annoy him a little bit, you know. But yeah, basically it's just like a family portrait type situation. Also, ignore how the dog looks. I kind of intentionally drew the dog kind of funny, like he kind of looks like a little cartoon dog. But I just thought it would be nice to include like an animal in this family dynamic. Yeah, that dog really is loyal because, geez, these two are dead. And he stayed with him. That's sweet. But yeah, there's not much else to say about the art. I mean, I like it. It's not 100% refined, but I still think it's good. I think it gets a gold star in my book. Also, I had a lot of fun drawing like the cake and like the tea. I like to imagine that even though the little girl is like not living anymore, that, you know, she still wants, you know, nice little treats and tea and stuff. Yeah, also about the butler, I honestly feel like he belongs in the in the Addams family. He looks like he belongs in the Addams family, and that wasn't intentional. I don't know. I was thinking like 1900s, early 1900s type butler beat type thing. So that's what we've got here. Also, I had a lot of fun drawing the little girl's hair. It's like, you know, kind of a doll-like curl at the end. That was really fun. That was really fun to render. And I think she's just so cute. R.I.P. Yeah, there's not much else to say about the art, so I hope you guys like it. You guys should also name these two. What do you think the little ghost girl's name is? What do you think the butler's name is? Give them names, please. Also name the dog too, for fun, if you guys also want to name a dog. But yeah, I'm very excited for Halloween. This video is probably going to come out on Halloween, but I'm very excited to watch a bunch of Halloween movies, a bunch of fun ones, a bunch of classic ones. You guys don't know this, but I really like the classic Universal Monsters movies because, I don't know, that's kind of where it all began with the whole like Halloween-y stuff. It's like it sort of made those characters, you know, like vampire, you know, Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, it made it iconic, and I feel like made Halloween more iconic. And that was around the time where even film was becoming more of a thing, I think. Don't critique me, I'm not a historian. But they're all really sad though. They're all really sad. A lot of the classic monster storylines are sad. Like, oh my god, the Wolfman movie, so sad. So sad. Literally so sad. But hey, Wolfman, hear me out. Anyways, I'm excited for Halloween. Me and Karina are gonna cosplay Sam and Dean. Oh my god, that rhymed. TMI. Okay, bye. Alrighty guys, so that is gonna be it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope that you liked our characters. I liked our characters. Me too. Again, you can leave your suggestions for the names. I think that'd be a fun little, you know, community effort naming these characters. Happy Halloween again. We hope you all have a safe Halloween. And if you don't like scary movies, you can watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Or, you know, Cartoon Network. What do the kids watch these days? I don't know. But yes, stay safe, have fun, and have a spooky time. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye. Bye.